Alright, I'm going to put on some more new charms because we're gonna have quite a hefty little battle ahead of us soon. But for now, Hype's taking a little bit of a chill after bees.
Yeah, I get it.
And many bees.
Oh yeah,
yes,
so many bees.
The boulder bees, driller bees.
It was inevitable. He got a bee sting that would incapacitate him for 1 or 2 parts, however long he's gonna be.
This is like the one place where a bee should never be.
No.
They die in this atmosphere.
Oh, this kind of dusty. Yeah, that is the thing. Also, I guess for some silly lore, the things that what is snowing around us is, so we're gonna learn about it a little bit more later as I'm climbing up out of here. I'm gonna be coming back down here for plot reasons, but I want to go to a quick optional area. This whole area is beside a massive bug corpse, I guess. And hang on.
Oh,
what's that? That tickles.
This guy's still kicking.
Okay, he's okay. But everything else, like, so there's a giant bug corpse, and we're going to learn more about it later. And everything else, and all the stuff that's snowing down is actually, like, the molt, or, like, it's flaking or whatever. Not, I guess, ashes, but it's more like, you know, it's like shedding skin, like molting or whatever like that.
Yeah, it's little bits of flesh. Of dried flesh.
Here's the other tip of that one guy. Bardoon.
Tiny thing, you climb high. Seek the knowledge of these lands.
Wow, what an eloquent little dum-dum.
Hey. Once told he came to die, but what is death for that ancient being? More transformation, methinks.
So yeah, so actually Bardoon's giving us actually some heavy lore here, so
this failed kingdom is a product of being spawned from that event.
So there once was a giant creature. Right. Oh, I find this not unpleasant. Okay, so what he's basically alluding to there, and we're gonna learn more about that later, is oh yeah, molt, falling out the worm's corpse. So the interesting thing there is the spelling of worm. I think worm in that sense refers to more like a dragon or something.
Yeah, it's more like a dragon.
It's W-Y-R-M. So first off, I love the little parallel they're doing here, where you have this whole. So he's not a worm. He's way too small. But I love the parallel here of, in this giant insect kingdom, there once was a massive, like, powerful being known as a worm, which actually was shaped more like an earthworm.
I want to ask, why did his face blink like an eye?
I don't know. I don't know how bugs work.
I'm pretty sure they don't work like that.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
We're literally playing as a hollow husk of a child bug thing. Like at that point, what the?
Whoa!
That guy just fell down. Hang on. Let me get rid of this guy first so I can inspect this corpse in peace. What's that cabin here? Nothing. Okay. A lot of bodies are falling down from up above.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna investigate that. We're definitely gonna investigate that. Okay, but yeah. So a great worm once lived, and then as the worm died, as that Bardoon guy, as the Bardoon guy implied, whoa, the worm, I guess, had its own sort of metamorphosis, and spoilers, because I mean you're gonna already kind of see what's happening there later. That worm had its metamorphosis, and it was the worm that became what Hollowness referred to as the White King. And that's why the king had so much great power over normal bugs, and that's why all the bugs near the White King's presence were able to become more advanced, more intelligent, create this great city and everything.
Huh.
And I take it this is pretty much it?
Oh, this is probably its tail or something.
Oh, hello.
Another warrior finds their way to our fair Colosseum. Ours is the final destination for all seeking trials of intense and deadly combat.
So says the little fool.
Yeah.
The arena's gate will open. So basically, yeah, we just plot our name. Basically, this is, as you could kind of guess, this is basically our Olympus Coliseum in this game.
Oh, I
Brilliant.
see.
And that's why all those bodies were falling down, were all the failed champions getting brutally eviscerated in there. So here's where there are 2 trials. One that gives us a lot of money and some, I believe, Yeah, I think it's just a lot of money and a new charm, and I think the second one gives us a bunch of money and more importantly one of those pale ores that we need to upgrade my weapon, and the third one is just the do you really want to put yourself through this challenge, and just gives you more money.
I see.
I don't want to make a contribution just yet. I want to make sure I rest at the bench here, which is down here.
Oh, I was about to say that's a.
Oh, what's up, Zoe?
Oh, hey, you.
Figures he would be here.
What do you want, cur? Have you come to laugh at me as well?
Yeah.
Fools! Did you never consider that being trapped in this cage was precisely what I intended? Yes, by all means, race me into your arena. I am Zut the Mighty, and as soon as I draw me nail, your laughter will turn into terror.
Sure, you just keep telling yourself that.
How miserable to be stuck here instead of continuing my quest. I came to this kingdom to fulfill a promise, and that is what I will do.
And I was like, oh my gosh, is there some secret lore? No, the only promise he made is that he just wants to be good.
So he just made a promise to himself.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
I mean,
I thought there was going to be some secret lore, but nah.
I guess if you're going to make a promise to someone, it might as well be yourself or something.
I guess.
It was his it was his New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
I'm
you
going
could say that.
New year, new me. But yeah, I will go to that arena eventually to do at least two of those three tournaments. I may go crazy and do the third one. I don't know, but I'm just not gonna do those right now. I want to get more upgrades. I just wanted to unlock that place and open that shortcut.
Would you say that the Coliseum is pretty much going to be more of an endgame thing than anything?
Definitely the final challenges.
Fair enough.
Alrighty.
So now for another 10 plus parts.
Oh boy, yeah.
There'll be plenty of stuff to do. Don't worry.
We're barely halfway through this whole game, aren't we?
If we're going for everything.
Huh?
I can't tell if that's crying or insane laughter.
I can't tell if it's something even worse.
Oh.
Okay, he says nothing. Says the dead guy in a jar.
Okay.
Opening this shortcut for later at the Tower of Love. We'll be back here much later.
The tower.
That's what it's called.
I have questions as to what that insinuates.
I don't, especially with the sounds we were hearing. Yes, and I agree. But yeah, if you're going for, I mean.
Ow!
I mean, that's the thing, like, the game isn't long if you're not going for everything. I'm trying to go for at least the true ending, which that's when you get your money's worth. Again, just still tossing this out there. Let me pull it up on Steam here just so I don't go insane. Finally get this sucker. Let's see here. Yeah, just throwing this out there again. As of this moment, Hollow Knight is $15.
Yeah, literally $15.
For a game like this,
and
yeah, that's kind of a steal, actually.
$15 for everything. The only like DLC that this game has is just if you want soundtracks and stuff.
Right.
Like, so yeah, I still think like by definition, I think this game is really good. Like huge bang for your buck or whatever. I think that was the thing. I think God, I know this. Okay, I've been mentioning him a lot. I'm just gonna look him up while we go down into the forest again, because this time we're gonna be heading off close to the left here. Because hopefully, if I follow this very carefully construed gauntlet of platforming challenges,
oh man,
we're gonna hopefully find another nail master to help me.
Oh boy.
And go.
Ow.
Okay.
Nope. Can't push through those.
Yeah, this will hopefully help show off the versatility of using the double jump, because I can refresh my double jump after every nail swipe. Anyway, what I was saying is I've mentioned his name so many times as like a YouTuber critique person I watch. Okay, Joseph Anderson, that's his name. Gosh,
okay.
I always kept messing it up. Joseph Anderson was basically saying that it's hard for him to really say the game's bad because of how much content it adds. Like, it's impossible for him to say the game's bad when you're looking at just the price tag. But so that's why he said, okay, ignoring the price tag though, here are my, pros and cons for it, kind of a deal. Anyway, here's the next nail master.
Oh,
he's a painter.
He's a painter.
He gave up the old fight and stuff. You have a taste for discovering new things. suppose so.
Like
Nail
me.
Master Shield. Previous life, I was a nail master. Yes, the only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills with a nail.
But I decided to
Imagine it was
retire.
my Yeah. And it turns out, you know what? Killing people's bad.
Not really for me, man. Love and peace and all
then
that.
Then I ran into this guy, Bug Ross. Okay, thank you, everybody. That's my joke for today. I'm losing it. Gosh,
now I can
dang.
just imagine a nail master with the biggest fucking afro.
This makes sense because Bob Ross himself used to be a drill sergeant, but he gave that up.
You're right. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna find some way to turn this guy into Bob Ross later. Anyway, and I love this. This is how he's gonna teach us his nail art.
You just paint a happy sun there.
And strike.
Happy little paintbrush.
And he just hands it to us. Okay, just carry this with you at all times. No. So this is actually one of the best, most useful, or I guess one of the most readily practical great arts. As opposed to that first one I learned that only works when it's done at the end of a dash. This one I can just do whenever. So this is officially my charge slash.
Oh.
Sweet.
We have a snail and the wielding of a brush. These things are not so different. We cut into the world so that we can peer deeper inside. You know, just the difference between, you know, deeper inside someone's emotions or deeper inside someone's intestines.
Yep.
Same thing, really.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Either way, the sword and the brush are an extension of oneself.
Aye.
And remember to paint all your paint all your enemies' blood all across you.
Just make happy little. Just make happy little accents all across their spinal
There
column.
are no mistakes, just happy accidents.
God, But yeah, no, that is so. I've always wondered if somebody had. I don't know if it would ruin my. It wouldn't ruin my impression of him, but I'm curious if somebody ever had any form of archived footage or like camera or something of what Bob Ross was like as a drill sergeant. Like, I cannot imagine that soft-spoken person. Oh, by the way, we're back at the Lake of Un, where I had to knock that guy down. Now that I can swim in acid, I was going to go and get this guy.
Oh.
But I cannot imagine that soft-spoken man being like a brutal drill sergeant.
Yeah, no, I think that's he was just done with being loud at people, and
I guess so.
that's why he
That's why
he adopted that more soft-spoken voice, was to be more pleasant.
You guys like eldritch undertones?
Oh, you mean like we haven't seen enough of them in this game?
This is the great being Un.
Hello.
Oh.
Blessed be the great being of Un. Thank you for that great blessing.
Praise the sun.
That's literally the equivalent of throwing a rock in that one circle of rocks in the Dark World, and just have this random catfish suddenly give you a bitching medallion.
Yeah.
Let this go away, please.
Shape of Un is a charm that whenever I use it, it makes me turn into a little slug. The only real cool use of it, though, I would say, is that it allows me to. Normally, when I'm healing, I have to stop on the spot and just wait it out. But with the Un form, I can heal while moving, albeit slowly because it's slug. But it allows me to still move a little bit while healing.
Okay.
That's something, I guess.
Yeah, it's balanced-ish. Oh my gosh! Other than that. So I'm first off, I'm really happy we were able to a single Geo.
But wait, I smell a secret.
Oh yeah. Oh
jeez.
Oh yeah.
Two of these guys.
I think I remember coming to this one fairly early on in my adventure, and boy, was it not a fun trip.
Well, wait. Could you do this without having your spells?
I'm sure it's possible, or at least I would say like early on, but like maybe just before the halfway point.
Actually, no, you're right. No, you're right. I forgot. You actually can't reach here without getting your spell first.
Right.
This gives us
Balder Shell,
which allowed.
Basically, with it, you can when you're healing yourself, you'll be encased in a shell.
Yep, it can take a couple hits.
That's nice.
Nothing strong though, unfortunately.
Well, still.
But that actually does bring up another interesting point. Is there's a whole YouTube video talking about this. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
Down here. Oh, okay.
Nope,
just the same pit.
There's There's a whole video detailing this. It probably goes into more detail than I could. But there are actually some really interesting combinations you can make if you equip certain charms. Like, again, the Shape of Uncharm and that Balder Shell charm allows you to move while being armored. And they're like, and some charms can affect how other charms affect your attacks and stuff.
Right.
It's kind of like Super Metroid in that sense. Like kind of like how you could have the phaser beam and the ice shot or whatever, ice beam. Plus phaser or whatever.
It is amusing when you can actually
Phaser,
stack your stuff up, but unfortunately, you're still never given the option to stack all of your lasers. Otherwise, it breaks the game in half.
Well, yeah.
I know.
Literally, because I think the game just freezes up if you try to do that.
Oh, really?
Really?
Or something to that effect. Or I think what it is that I think if you try to do that like initially, like I think it just swaps out like one of your other beam combos, whether it be this phaser or the wave beam.
Oh, right. I get what you're saying, but if I say a hacker,
but yeah, hacking it and trying to get them all, I think that literally does soft lock the game.
Yeah, they probably never accounted for that ever.
Yeah, like
that game has all sorts of.
Yeah, there's no world beyond. I love that this is basically, it says higher beings as that's us, the players. Basically, that's them saying, don't try to go left. There's no more, like, this is the edge of the earth on this side. Those foolish enough to traverse the void must pay the toll and relinquish the precious mine this kingdom grants.
Huh.
So that I guess, that again alludes to the lore of bugs really are only like, oh, I know there's a movie that deals with this, but it's like, they only have their intelligence, their sense of human being-ish when they're near this kingdom, and without it they become feral or whatever. I know there's some movie that covers something like that.
Well, but basically in other words, don't go past Hyrule's waters, Link. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, gosh. I mean, they should. There could have been a better way they could have done that besides the King Red Line just suddenly deciding to be nervous.
Yeah, like why not just have the waters wrap?
So it kind of goes a bit meta there with that little passage we just read.
Oh yeah, no, they've done that all the time. The last time we saw that was back in the tutorial area when he was telling me literally really press the square button.
I did not catch that at all.
That's okay. But yeah, when it says for higher beings, these words are for you alone. Yeah, that was like.
But yeah, basically, hey, like, you, the one playing the game.
That's clever. You know. I appreciate any game that goes a bit meta, but not too meta.
Well, yeah, because like right there, like it wasn't. Okay, I'm not saying this against. I think a Mario game did it, but I'm never like.
Thousand Year Door.
Oh yeah. Mario.
When they say yeah,
the Paper
not
Mario
you,
games.
you, the person there.
Yeah, you, the one watching this scene. This is for you.
Right.
Basically, it was Lord Crump being all, yeah, you know who I am, but for the sake of the story, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Oh, for the pirate chapter.
Yes.
When he was disguised as totally not Lord Crump.
Yes.
Gosh, I forgot about that. I knew he disguised himself as a very obviously I am Lord Crump as a pirate, but I never knew he actually was like, dude, just play along, okay?
They knew deep down the disguise was not that good. So they just said fuck it. Just play along anyway.
They knew the disguise was not for us, but for the characters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello.
This is looks like a being Joni. She apparently spoke with the lifeblood butterflies and what the.
Oh, hello. Hey, that was mine.
Hi.
Joni Cornelius.
I see you bear my blessing. I can't remember giving it, but my memory has been a little lacking as of late.
Yeah.
Isn't it just so peaceful here? Such a peaceful place to rest.
And yep, I'm gonna just leave her to it. One thing I haven't been doing, and I'm curious, I guess, on what your guys' take on it would be, is whenever I see a spirit like that, it actually is possible for me to destroy that spirit in the sense of like.
Really?
So you use the dream nail, and it gives you some more of that essence stuff that we're supposed to be collecting. Each spear gives you one essence.
If you're talking about that one, if you're talking about that one Kickstarter area near the dream nail place, yes, I did try that, and boy, did I fucking regret it.
I think I tried that once, but it's very difficult to do, and I think
it doesn't give you enough to really justify doing it in the first place.
No, it clearly takes like multiple lives, and someone's protecting it. And I'm not dealing with this sucker until later. I hate him. Not that he's bad, I just don't like him. He's not a fun dude.
Something about that shady look.
You know, the whole meta thing, and it started to make me think of Owlboy, like which again, that's a game we really should tackle.
Oh,
so,
we still have the cat. This is the third and final Nailmaster brother.
Well, that's
crap! I completely forgot about. Man, we still have the cast list for that and everything. Owlboy.
Yeah.
Who's recording that one again?
I think it was me that was going to be recording that.
I thought it was Gui.
I have it on the Switch. I could record it.
Were we going to do that one live or post?
I don't know. I think I'd like to at least try doing it live, like as a test. We should do a live test, and then if it doesn't work, we can do post.
Okay.
Alrighty. So yeah, with that said, we completely talked over that third guy, and here we are. We literally got like spin attack.
This actually is really neat. If you hold it, it can actually kind of propel you upwards like a helicopter, sort of. Just hold up or down while in the air or on the ground, I guess, and you can do a spin and slash.
Nice.
And this guy did not want money nor gave up art or whatever. He just wanted to know the joy of being able to teach another his moves, and now he feels that he has purpose again. And yay!
Hooray! Now he shall actually fight on.
Fight the good fight.
Fare thee well. Okay, fare thee well, man. See you, man. Goodbye.
Thanks for the tip.
I love how I understand we're supposed to be sort of emotionless, but sometimes I just wish I could just be like, thank you. I know.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
Let's see if I can do it in midair.
That's pretty neat.
If you do it in midair, it lasts longer. Or actually, no, I apologize. Holding down the button makes it last longer. Nice.
Yeah.
It can help. It's definitely helpful in a lot of circumstances. And with that said, we're actually at the very beginning of the game again. Like, this is where the Hollow Knight was walking before he fell down to that tutorial area right here.
Oh, well, look at that. Well, how about we fly through it instead?
Goodbye. Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
And then the game said no.
And now we're back at the surface village again.
Eh, they're old. So okay,
Wow.
bye, old man.
Goodbye, old man. We will not be speaking to you today. So yeah, join us in the next part where we will finally speak to the old man. And then we'll ask him how his day's going. Because you know what? We don't spend enough time with the old man. We need to give props where props is due. He's been standing out there all day. It's cold.
Yeah.
And the cruel irony of it all is that he stood there for all these years because his ankles were frozen stiff.
Yeah.
I can't move. What was that? What was that Muppets thing? Like, hurry up and get you. I can't. I'm stable to the floor.
Oh gosh, I don't remember that.
Oh, I'll think of something else. All right. See you guys.
Till next
See
time.
you guys.